Hey guys, what's up? It's Retro Mikey 78 here today, and today we're going to do the final Halloween collab video of this year. Now, I know I said at the end of last week's video that it was only going to be 2 people on, but somebody else submitted the video. They asked me they could. I've been doing these podcasts with Beeps and Bloops, and Sean of Electronic Emotions Programs asked me if he could join in the collab. I said, sure. So we've got an extra person, so now we're up to 3 people this week. So we're going to start off with Sean's. We're going to roll right into the next one, Retro Rivals, without a little bit of a gap. I'm just going to roll them all together. And then we're going to hear from our final guest, Retro April. Here we go. Let's check out Electronic Emotion Programs and Retro Rivals.
Roar! Welcome to the Electronic Emotions Program. Hey, you guys, you know, I'm just kidding. This isn't the Electronic Emotions Program. This is Retro Mikey 78's channel, not mine. All right? Also, I'm not really a werewolf. I know. It's easy to... That was a real good costume, and you might have thought it was real. So, I'm here to bring up a couple games. In this case, I could have done movies or games, whatever, but we're going to do games. The rule, nothing too popular or anything, so I think I'm going to go with a couple indie games, and here's why. I've heard there is 2 reasons why people enjoy horror movies. One, some people like getting scared. Maybe they have nothing better to do in their lives, and their lives are so boring they need something to feel alive, right? The other group is people who enjoy horror movies because they're psychopathic, psychotic, whatever, one of those psych words. I'm not saying that's me, but I don't get scared by video games or movies or books or horror, so take that how you will. So, the first game I want to talk about is Spooky's House of Jump Scares. It's a pretty cheap game. You can get it on Steam. I have it on PS4 and Steam. It's a VR game, which sounds like it's probably really cool. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm going to try it on flat mode. You know, just don't have to have all the setup done. And we'll just see how fun it is. I've heard some good things. It can't be very scary, not with the lower budget and the simple graphics. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so this is Spooky's House of Jump Scares. From a little bit I've read, there's like 1,000 rooms or something. So I'm just gonna go up here, and oh yeah. Well, you're nice. I don't. You're friendly. That's fine. It's fine. It's friendly. That's cool. I don't need to worry about that. I'm gonna ignore what you're saying because I don't want spoilers, right? No spoilers, right? And I care about everybody. Okay, so we're just walking through these rooms. No problem. Nothing going on here. Just nice, clean rooms. You know, I don't like how all the torches are here. It seems kind of dangerous. I mean, that's frightening. The fire. I mean, a couple skeleton props. Not a big deal. Vaguely creepy images, but more like bad images, you know. Carpets randomly laying around. I don't know if I care about the randomness. Skull. I just don't worry about the skull right now. It's still nothing. No problem. So, play the game. But nothing. Not scared or anything. I mean, it's just a little weird. There's chairs there and pictures on the wall. Let's go a little bit faster. Ah! Nope. Didn't like that. Just came out of nowhere. Okay. Ah! Oh, no! It's too much. There's no warnings for this. In Resident Evil, you can hear the shambling, something going on, but no, no. I'm stopping this. I'm done. I'm sorry. You saw a bit of the game. I'm not playing this. I'm going to a different game now. Ugh. All right. Instead of an indie title this time, I'm going to go way back to one of the first horror video games. Probably not the first. That's probably some text adventure game. But I want to go back to the Atari 2600 where we have Haunted House. So we're going to go from indie to historical. You know, and just like historical movies like Dracula, Frankenstein, The Mummy, and all that, they're not really all that scary because the technology wasn't there. So, you know, this is going to be some cakewalk, but I thought you guys might want to see that. So instead of using a regular Atari joystick, which I do like to be a purist on occasion, I want to use the what does he call it? A corpsed controller. The Atari creep made this controller, and I won it-ish, but I have it. I have it. It's mine. Check out the Atari Creeps videos to see that one out if you want to see some horror stuff. So I'm just going to play this game, and we'll just see how it goes for you guys, all right? All right, so turn on the TV here, and let's go. All right, it's got away. Okay, so I'm in the house. Okay, it says first floor. 9 lives, like a cat. Okay. You can walk around. It's kind of a little creepy. At least I can see the walls. Oh, there's my matches. Okay, I can see her. Oh! Bats. But you know, I saw it ahead of time. It wasn't like super surprising. All right, second floor. Oh no! Frick! Took all my lives. Oh god. All right. I have 8 lives left. Okay, I think that's a piece of the urn. Okay. Second floor again. Third floor. I think I saw that ghost a second ago. Okay, another piece of the urn. Okay, just need to grab one more piece and get back out of here. Oh, there's that bat again. Don't see anything. I need my light on my match so I can see the things laying on the floor. Oh, I don't know. Where is... And something's gonna get me any minute here, isn't it? Oh! Okay, my light... Ah! Light's off. Ah! Spider! Okay. Ah, the ghost again! Ah! Okay, I got the last piece. That last piece is bad. Did I win? Is it safe? No. You know what? People don't need to see. Okay, it's over. No. You know what? People don't need to see this side of me. They don't need to know that I'm scared of stuff like this. You know what? I think Retro Mikey's gonna have to find someone else to make this video. Okay. Let's just turn all this off. And make sure I delete this. Okay.
And those of you that seen last week's video, I had to deal with some issues with copyright claims, and the video, they were not even going to allow it to be played. And we've got the same thing again. So I'm going to say sorry to Retro Rivals. I am going to put a little picture over part of theirs. The movie clip that they did a full movie trailer. I figured out that's what's going on. Playing a movie trailer without permission. I don't know. They're flagging it, and they're not letting me release either one of the collabs when I try to do it. So I want to say sorry to Retro Rivals. It's something I had to do because I want to get the collabs out there. So, hey. Hope you guys do enjoy the videos. Thanks for everybody for submitting.
We were told no mainstream anything in here. So you're not going to see any Resident Evil. You're not going to see any Silent Hill. You're not going to see any Freddy. And you're definitely not going to see any Jason. Alright guys, so it's as if I don't even need these two here. It's like as if you put this challenge out to me because I was so excited. I have so much to talk about, but I'm going to try to get through it so it's not a half-hour segment in your video. So the first thing I want to talk about is those who remain on the PS4. I played this last year at Halloween, and it is not a combat game. It's not necessarily a walking simulator either, but it's really trippy.
More puzzle aspect to it.
More puzzle aspect and kind of psychologically messes with you a bit. You're walking around trying to solve some stuff. I don't want to give too much away, but anytime you go into the dark, there are these glowing eyes. And if you go too far, if you go out of the light, they will kill you. It's all leading up to this really cool ending.
It's the whole creepiness of...
It's the creepiness
You're in
of it
a
all.
room, the light's on, but you can see in that door and the lights are off, and you can see some eyes in the back of the room
watching you.
And if you need to get into that room, you need to figure out a way to get that light on, or the light switch might be just on the inside of the door panel, and you need to flick it on. And it's creepy because I mean, it feels intense. You want to flick it on, but you're like, will they get me? Will they not? I don't know. It's really cool. There's some things that chase you, even in the light, couple times. One towards the end that's really, really freaky.
I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
That sounds like a game that I would enjoy.
It is so good.
It's underrated, I feel.
I think it's very underrated.
Yeah.
And it's not a really, really long game, but it is a really good game. All right, the next game I want to talk about is on Xbox One, and it's Made of Scare. I'm playing through this one right now. I'm right towards the end of it. Again, not a game that has any combat in it. It's mostly stealth. You are in a hotel, and you're trying to find your way to the attic
Trying to like sneak around and clean the place without getting caught?
No, it's no Joe's Diner. But yeah, you're trying to find your way to the attic. That's where your girlfriend or your wife is at. And you have to find...
I thought I was escaping her from the room.
No. You're trying to find cylinders. There's these monsters and they can't see you, but they can hear you. So anytime they get close, the character will cover its mouth. And it's really trippy sometimes. I'm on the second floor right now, and let's just say it gets a little bit more intense. So yeah, if you haven't played this one, it's pretty damn cheap. You can get it on PS4 or Xbox One. I suggest picking it up. And I have another game. It's not a video game. It's a board game. It's my favorite board game. It's Mansions of Venice. We've talked about this on the channel before.
We've actually had a live stream of it.
We've had a live stream of it. We did this last October. I would consider this not terribly mainstream. Unless you're really into board games, then you've probably heard of it. Where, you know, both of our channels are mostly video games.
Yeah.
This, you do use a Steam app for it if it's the 1 to 5 player version. If it's not, I think you still use the app, but you need kind of a dungeon master as your player. Yeah, your player 1. But this allows you to play single player, which is pretty cool. I haven't tried single player mode because I have friends. Ish. The very last thing we wanted to talk about, or I wanted to talk about, is one movie, and because we were said for it not to be mainstream, I want to mention Babadook. I don't hear people talk about it enough.
Babadook or the Babadook?
You look up Babadook, you're gonna find
You'll
it.
find it, yeah.
Yes. It is at the first of the movie. You know, the mom's reading the kid a story. It's kind of creepy. You kind of see where this is going, but the ending, it really gets dark towards the end.
Yeah. I can't ruin it for you.
That's the thing.
Go check out a trailer.
Yeah.
And I'll guarantee you'll probably enjoy it. If you like that kind of a suspense genre, a little bit of scare, a couple jump scares, nothing too serious.
Yeah, if you like Slender Man, this is like Slender Man's like really dark uncle or cousin or something. Like it's creepy. It's a really good movie. We kind of watched it on a whim.
Yeah, I don't even know why we decided to watch it, but at the end of it, we're like, wow, that was actually really good.
Yeah.
Sometimes those make the best shows.
Yeah.
When you have no idea what it is, you pop it in. And all
There's
of a
no
sudden,
expectations.
You're pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
That could be what happened.
And you don't really like gore. And
no, I'm not gore, but I like the jump scares and I like the suspense.
Yeah, so that gave us exactly what we were looking for here. Yeah. So anyways, so this doesn't end up a 10-minute video. We're going to end it here, but I really appreciate you asking us to collaborate in this. And I had a lot of fun.
Jen
and
talked a lot.
I got to talk so much. I was so
We drank
excited.
beer.
And you guys drank beer. So everybody wins. All right, Mikey, back to you.
All right, guys. So first, let's talk about electronic motions programs. I want to say, Haunted House on the Atari is an awesome game. I loved playing it back in the day. And a lot of people don't realize that the makers of Haunted House from Atari actually made a semi kind of a remake on the Wii. I never hear a lot of people talk about this. And actually, I have not played this. I bought this because it's a co-op game. I kind of looked at it and wanted to play it with April, but we've just never, ever gotten it out and looked at it. It sounded kind of fun when I picked it up. So, I mean, I don't even have a manual for it. I know I bought it at a yard sale for maybe like $3 or $4. But let's talk about these other games. The Spooky's House of Jump Scares. I'm going to mark that one down right now because that's a VR game, digital. I'm going to see how much it is. I think I'm going to order it. Then the next one, Jen, talking about From Those Who Remain, a VR game, a horror VR game. One that I didn't even know about. Definitely. Yep. Yeah, we're going to put that in the cart. Then the last game she said she was playing, Made of Skyer or Skier, I wasn't sure what she said. That's one that we are definitely going to put in the cart and add later. Save for later. That way I can buy it later and I don't forget about it. Or maybe I put it in the wish list somewhere. But these are games that I'm enjoying this whole collab because I'm hearing things that I've never heard of before. So definitely going to check out these games, especially the VR games. I'm really, really into VR. But as of Mansion of Madness, I played one of those once at a buddy's house. We played it like on a New Year's Eve party get together, and a couple other times we got together with him and I think it was him, his wife, another buddy of ours, and his girlfriend, and me and April. We all sat around and played it all. We did it more than once, and we had fun playing it, and I never could remember what the name of the game was until I saw the Retro Rivals playing it one day. I was like, April, there's that game that we were talking about that we played many, many years ago. So one of these days we might buy one, but where we're at, not a lot of people come over, so it would just be me and April, so we don't know if we're going to or not, but it sounds like a fun game. Well, it doesn't sound. We have played it before. But guys, now that we've all talked about those, Retro April's here to talk about one game in particular that she loves. It's a horror game, and it has to do with me and her.
All right, so after sitting here watching everybody else talk about stuff and then, you know, Michael doing everything, I'm not a big horror movie person, video game person, but this is the one game that I do like to play. When Michael first bought it for the Xbox, I was like, I guess 360. He was playing it and I was like, that looks stupid. I won't like it. And he was like, oh, just try playing it with me. And I was like, fine. I'll play it with you. And I actually liked it. And this is the game that usually, like, we, you know, sit down and play games together if we have time. This is what we play. Well, usually it's 2, but this is what started it all, was the first one. But we do put the second one in more because we don't have to put the first one in because we have all the downloads. And
yeah, with the DLC, you guys get the DLC, the second one, everything from the first one is added to the second one.
Yeah, so we play Left 4 Dead. We play Left 4 Dead 2 because we like playing. Usually we'll start with No Mercy, or no, the Hotel, the
It's been so long.
Central, it's the one with Coach and Rochelle and Ellis and Nick. So we start with that one. We go all the way through to the very end, which is the Parish, which is yeah.
You
so
even have the fan made.
The fan made. We'll do that, the Cold Stream, but we'll go all through that within multiple nights if we have time, and we'll do that. And then sometimes we'll just start again, or we just, you know, we'll pick and choose. Like, let's just scroll through it. I'll tell him to stop, or he'll tell me to stop, and then we'll just play that level. But it's been a while since we played the game because I'm in school, which that takes a lot of my time, try to get my degree. And then with my job, I do a lot of lesson plans, and that just takes a lot of my time. So he's just been playing a lot of games by himself, and Black for Blood came out, so he's been playing that. And I haven't had time to play that yet because I've been too busy writing papers. I had, 3 papers I wrote last week?
Yep.
But yeah, so I just figured I'd get on and talk about Left 4 Dead because this is the one game, the horror game that he never thought I'd play, and he's on this off camera being a dork. But yeah, he didn't think I'd actually like this game, but I actually do like it. So, shocking as it is, the one horror game you will see me ever playing. Or anything horror related that you will see me, because I hate horror movies. I'm a wimp.
Alright guys, so that wraps up this year's Halloween horror collab, and it is done. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Instead of me doing a final piece, I'd let April do one. I want to thank everybody that's been a part of this collab. I might do something like this again next year, or I might do something with another type of twist. I thought this was fun. It was great. Upcoming things I got for horror. I do have my entire horror collection video coming out next Friday. So I took everything off my shelves that I consider survival horror or some type of horror, threw it in a pile, and I'm going to go through every game. And it's a pretty long list because in that list is all my Resident Evil stuff too. Hope you guys enjoy that, and I'll see you guys again later.